Oh my god, wow.
Oh my god! Wow!
Hi everyone, I'm sorry this video is kind of late, but I'm finally posting my Q&A for my 10,000 subscriber special. And so before we get into it, I just want to say the obvious. Thank you guys so much for 10k. I'm not saying this to be like, oh look at me, I'm so humble. I'm saying it because it's the truth. The main reason why my channel was able to grow this much as it did in such a short period of time is because I got lucky with that. The algorithm pushes out my Helva and has-been videos because that's what's popular right now. That's why they get so many views compared to my anime videos. But just because my videos are pushed in the algorithm, you guys still help me achieve my goal for watching the videos and subscribing. So yeah, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean a lot. I tried to include as many questions as I could in this video. Thanks to everybody who commented one. Alright, let's get into it. What's your favorite color? I don't know actually. I like white, I like purple, I like darker shades of blue, I like red, I like black. Black is probably my favorite color actually. And side rant, I hate it when somebody asks you what your favorite color is and you say black and they're like, actually black's not a color, black's a shade. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut up. How old are you if that's okay to ask? You sound like my age. I actually just turned 18 on December 1st. Do you watch anime other than One Piece? Also, do you read manga? If yes, which ones do you read? And what type of music do you listen to? So yes, I do watch anime other than One Piece. I'm a big fan of JoJo. I also really like Death Note. I used to be slightly into My Hero. I'm also a mild fan of Jujutsu Kaisen, but that's kind of it. I don't read manga unless I have to. I don't like to read, and manga is still so confusing to me because I'm used to reading left to right and not right to left. The only manga I did read was Steel Ball Run. What type of music do you listen to? Literally just whatever sounds good to me. But if you want a main genre, I'm too embarrassed to say it, so I'm just gonna leave this here. Your favorite and least favorite Danganronpa characters. I know you mentioned Himiko before, but I'm curious to hear if you also have any others you aren't as fond of. Favorites is gonna be kind of hard because it's been so long since I've played the games. I like Mondo. I love Fuyuhiko. Nagito's alright. I like Shuichi, Maki, Kaido, Gundam. There's obviously other characters I like. That's just the only ones I can think of right now. So yeah, I have mentioned that I don't like Himiko. Fuck Himiko. I'm planning on making like a whole video dedicated on to why I don't like her, but at the same time, like, my opinions towards Himiko are so harsh and I just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But anyways, another character that I don't like is Tenko. And before you say, oh, well, you're just a stupid snowflake, you're just mad because she makes fun of men. That's not the only reason. The main reason why I don't like Tenko is the fact that she fetishizes Himiko so much and it's disgusting. I'm too lazy to look for clips, so I hate to be like, source, trust me bro, but if you've played Danganronpa V3, Tenko was always babying Himiko, saying that she looked like a cute little animal when she ate, and just being really weird towards her. And as much as I don't like Himiko, Himiko had a right to be uncomfortable with it. Tenko's character kind of just plays into the stereotypes that all gay people fetishize each other. And okay, I'm probably gonna be the CEO of this with how many times I've used it, but it's a valid argument. If Tenko was a man who hated women, she would be far less popular in the fandom. Because for some reason, woman making fun of man is empowering and strong, and it's totally valid because all men are just shit. But if a man talks shit about women, he's seen as like the worst person ever. And Tenko's reason for disliking men is like a lot more innocent than a lot of people think. I played her free time events and she tells Shuichi that the reason why she doesn't like men is because her mentor who taught her Aikido said being around men would make her weaker. But yeah, I still think it is kind of annoying to just have a character who shits on men and babies and fetishizes women. Even if she isn't intentionally doing it, it still is weird and it makes me uncomfortable. A lot of people have argued that Mahiru is the same, but I actually like Mahiru. She could be a little bit bossy sometimes, but I feel like she is far more likable and toned down compared to Tenko. Have you seen One Piece Film Red? If so, did you like it? I haven't seen any One Piece movies yet, but I plan to because I like One Piece obviously. If it's on Netflix and dubbed, I guess I'll check it out. How old were you when you created this channel? Because this channel is almost 15 years old. Also, congrats on 10k. Well, first of all, thank you. I'm 18 now, and if this channel is 15 years old, that means I created it when I was 3, which obviously does not make any sense. Might have been like my mom's old YouTube account, and then I just started using it. I'm really not sure. I apologize. I first started making YouTube videos when I was 9, and then I deleted those videos because they were cringe, and then started posting again when I was 17. Hey, big fan of yours. I was wondering, do you still watch JJK, and what are your thoughts on JJK? I haven't finished season 2. I didn't think it was worth it because I kept getting spoiled for every fucking death. Just to be safe, I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm sure you guys can figure it out. I literally remember when it happened too. I think I was a sophomore. I remember the day, September 20th, 2023. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. I was in my gym class. I kid you not, I was spoiled for this death an hour after the chapter was released. And it was already trending everywhere. Trying to be a snowflake, but like, is it that hard to put spoiler warnings? Like, please don't ruin things for everybody. I really like season 1 of JJK, and as much as I love Gojo, I never finished season 2. It just really wasn't that interesting to me. And also, again, like I said, I was pretty much spoiled for everything because JJK fans don't know how to keep their mouths shut. What are your thoughts on Lou from Hazbin Hotel? I don't really have any strong opinions on her. I will say I do love her singing voice. Any other series you might make a video on? I want to make some Danganronpa videos eventually. I want to make a video on Lost Judgment. I also would like to make Persona videos, but that just seems so fucking time consuming because the Persona games are so long. That's kind of it for now. What is your favorite type of chocolate, if you do like chocolate? If you don't like chocolate, well, first of all, you have no taste, and second of all, you're really fucking lucky because chocolate is so good and so addicting, but at the same time, it is so unhealthy. I know that this is a really basic bitch choice, but the regular Hershey's chocolate is my favorite. Are you gonna be staying for Hell of a Boss Season 3? Well, I kind of have to. So, I mean, yes. What's your least favorite Hell of a Boss or Hazbin episode? In Hazbin Hotel, episode 4, like, okay, everybody already knows my opinions on it. I just feel like Husk and Angel making up was, like, far too rushed. You guys already know my opinion on that ship. I don't need to go into it. As for Hell of a Boss, I mean, I wasn't a big fan of Unhappy Campers, but other than that, I can't really think of, like, Oh, shit, I forgot. An apology tour. Fuck apology tour. But that's it. What is the best and worst thing you've ever seen or read? I don't really read books that much, but some of my favorite books that I miraculously chose to read on my own or was forced to read for school, I really like Fahrenheit 451. I love The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. That is a book from my childhood and I still love it to this day. This isn't really a book. It's a play, but I'm counting it. All My Sons is really good as well. Fun fact, that play, All My Sons, is where the band 21 Pilots got their name from. As for the worst thing I've ever read, probably Boyfriends. I'm sure there's worse shit out there that I just haven't seen yet. Yo, I've sticked around since the first video. I just haven't talked that much for the Q&A. Will there be more JoJo videos anytime soon? No pressure. I really do love your JoJo content, though I do watch pretty much every video you put out. Well, thank you. To be honest, this is really fucking cringe, but one thing I hate about getting older is slowly losing interest in the things that I used to love. Don't get me wrong, I still do love JoJo, but I've just been thinking about it a lot less because I've been into One Piece. Like, I used to be in love with JoJo, especially Part 5. That was my shit. Like, you should have seen me. I was so annoying about Part 5. And even during my Part 5 phase, I was worried when I would grow out of it, and then I eventually did, and I was just kind of sad. Same thing happened with Persona 5. It just kind of sucks when you fade out of something, because even if you get back into it later, it's not the same. As for JoJo videos, I kind of want to make more so I can think about it and remember it, because I honestly feel bad, because I really didn't want to let go of my JoJo phase. It kind of just happened, so I guess making videos would give me an excuse to get back into it. I don't really know what I would discuss, though. Congrats on 10K, that's a great achievement. For the Q&A, who are your personal favorite dub VAs? Or if this has already been asked, what's your favorite gag or reoccurring joke in One Piece? Some of my favorite dub VAs, well, one is Christopher Sabat, who I mainly know for voicing Zoro, but he also voices Piccolo and All Might. I actually was lucky enough to meet him in person, but unfortunately we only said like 2 words to each other when we took a picture together at Comic-Con. You could reserve a spot to take a picture, not to get an autograph, and so his line was too long, and the security didn't let anyone else on, so I didn't actually get an autograph from him, which kind of sucks because I made him a gift and everything, so hopefully I'll have a chance to meet him again someday. I also love Ray Chase, who I actually did get to have a conversation with, but I almost regret meeting him because I made an absolute fool of myself. I mainly know him for playing Bruno Bucciarati from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Corazon from One Piece, Noctis from Final Fantasy, and kinda Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. He's a great voice actor. He's so fucking talented. I also love Matt Mercer, who I mainly know for, he plays Law. Yeah, and Jotaro Kujo, and Yusuke from Persona 5, and I feel like I'm missing a character, but I'm too lazy to go look it up, so. I also really like Max Middleman, mainly know him for playing Ryuji, who I also had the pleasure of meeting, I think like 3 years ago, and I also kind of regret meeting him because I also made a fool of myself, so hopefully we can have a redo if he's ever at a future con. I also fucking love Robbie Damon. I mainly know him for playing Akechi from Persona 5. He was so funny, and he is crazy talented. I also really like Philip Reich. I mainly know him for voicing Giorno Giovanna, but he also plays a minor role in Lost Judgment. There's a ton of other voice actors I like, but just to quickly wrap this up, I'm also a huge fan of Cody Christian. I mainly know him for voicing Cloud from the Final Fantasy VII Remake. in a series called All American. Personally, I wasn't like a big fan of the show, but it was really funny whenever Cody Christian came up on screen because like his natural voice too, like just sounds so much like Cloud. So it was kind of hard not to think of Cloud while he was talking. I'm sure there's more, but that's all I can think of right now. My favorite gags from One Piece. My all-time favorite is probably Zoro getting lost. I love it when people from other anime fandoms draw Zoro lost in their drawings. It's so funny. I love that it's a joke within pretty much the entire anime community, not just the One Piece community. While Zoro can be a goofball sometimes, he's mostly serious, so it's just like really funny to see like this badass, brave, usually confident guy not knowing right from left. And the way he's so in denial about it is so funny too. Zoro getting lost will never get old to me. I don't know if this counts as a gag, but Law, when it comes to seeing cute shit, I don't know. I just think it's funny because like, again, like with Zoro, Law is like such a badass, stone cold, emotionless dude. But then when you see something cute, you know, it's fun. Random question. What do you think of Godzilla? Like the guy from Fortnite, the character, or the movie? Because I never actually seen the movies, and Godzilla is a character I'm not really familiar with. I apologize. What is your name? And why did you decide to name your channel Galaxy? Well, I'm glad you asked. First of all, my name is Giovanni, and why I decided to name my channel Galaxy, this has pretty much been my name on everything since I was like 11. The gal part does not mean female, it's actually just my initials. And the XE part, I don't know, because it sounds cool and it sounds like Galaxy, and you know, like I don't know, like galaxies are cool and whatever. But I can make up a fake meaning for it. Okay, so galaxies have stars, right? And 5 Star is a really good album from Stray Kids, and Galaxy has 5 letters. So, you know, 5 Star, I guess. That just happened to work. Who is your favorite fictional villain of all? Oh, fuck, don't do this to me. See, I can't say this one without spoiling it. Okay. Anybody who's played the game will know who I'm talking about. The main antagonist from Lost Judgment. Free my boy, he ain't do nothing. Would you rather be in the Helliverse or be in the One Piece verse? For the One Piece, you can choose if you want to be a pirate or marine, and for Helliva and Has-Been, you can either be a sinner or a Hellborn. Well, obviously, I'm gonna pick the One Piece verse, even though I'd probably die like day 1. Not even day 1, like hour 1. Honestly, though, I mean, I'd probably want to be a pirate, because, you know, like, more freedom, you get cool powers and shit. I remember talking about Eviction Notice and Outlaster in your Discord server. What got you into the games, and would you ever be down to play with followers? So I'm not trying to treat you like you're stupid, I promise, but in case you did not know, Eviction Notice and Outlaster are actually based on real shows. Eviction Notice used to be Big Brother, but they had to change it due to copyright, and Outlaster used to be called Survivor, but they also had to change that due to copyright. I used to be big fans of the shows, so that's how I got into the games, and I would love to play those games with you guys. The only problem is, like, Eviction Notice and Outlaster are very heavy elimination based games, and the games can take up to an hour to finish. And also, like, I just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, you know, like if they get voted out. Did you ever expect the Helliva videos to be your rise to fame in a way? Has it been a positive experience? Okay, confession time. This is probably gonna make a lot of people mad. I'm sorry. But truthfully, that's the reason why I started posting Has-Been and Helliva content, because it was trending and I had some stuff to say about it. I didn't know my videos would blow up as much as they did. I do feel some guilt over it. I still like Has-Been, but truthfully, I like anime more, but I knew that if I made my channel anime-based, it would be way harder to build myself up. I apologize for being a lazy bitch and taking the easy route, but that's just what I decided to do. And you know, aside from the occasional death threats, I'm surprised at the overwhelming positive reactions I've gotten from my very controversial opinions on both shows. So yeah, so anyways, yeah, this concludes the Q&A. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you again for all the support. If you have an idea on what videos I should make for my other milestones, you know, like 15k, 20k, stuff like that, please leave them in the comments below. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go eat before I die of starvation. Goodbye.